Hey, welcome to AI Ninja. I am Ray, the AI Ninja. Today, I want to go through kind of a step-by-step process on how do you go from an idea to actually launching an online presence where you're starting your journey as a digital entrepreneur. Look, today's fast-paced digital landscape, the kind of noisy make money online space, I get it. There's a lot of noise out there, but the ability to quickly to transform an idea into a marketable product is easier than ever before. There's always challenges involved. It's not completely easy. It doesn't come without some time, effort, and blood, sweat, and toil, but it's easier than ever because of the advent of large language models and ChatGPT. It's easier than ever. This democratization of tools allows pretty much anybody with a humble, teachable spirit, with some insatiable curiosity, and some tenacity in them bones. Those are the three things that you can choose to do. You can become an online entrepreneur because these tools have made it easier for us to become specialized generalists. And what I mean by that is you don't have to be a specialist or an expert, which you certainly had to do in our previous economy. This new creator economy now allows you to become the bigger picture because we can use these large language models to do a lot of the heavy lifting for us. We still have to learn copywriting. We still have to learn marketing. We still have to learn how to develop products. We still have to learn kind of the basics of how to run a business, but we don't have to be experts at them. We just need to be generalists and good at all of it, and let the large language models and these AI tools free us up so we can use our brain for what we're good for as human beings, and that's being creative. That's being creative and thinking about solutions to problems, which is at the core of entrepreneurship, is solving problems for whatever target audience you're trying to go after. Now, can you really go from a concept and idea to launching an online product in 6 weeks? Of course you can. I've done it. We've done it multiple times here in AI Ninja. The record is 2 weeks, by the way. Alex Hawkins is his name. He went from an idea to launching with a fully functioning website with the product to 3 paying customers on day 1, and that was in 14 days. That's the record. This brand you're seeing right here, AI Ninja, used to be GPT Ninja. We launched that. I went from idea April 15th, 2023 to fully launched, ready to go. First videos on TikTok a month later, so 4 weeks. I had paying customers. I had a $145 day, $147-ish day on a $35 product. And so it can be done. And I can show you how to do it. Now, are you going to be raking in the big bucks on 6 weeks? Not necessarily, but you may. Like I said, I had a $145 day 2 days after I launched, after a 4-week idea. You can do the same thing. It's the foundation that I want you to think about. If you're looking to get into make money online space, I'm teaching you a skill. You can go chase some flavor of the month, these cash flow plays. That's a legitimate way to get some cash flow. But just recognize them for what they are, cash flow plays. They all have about a 3 to 8 month, sometimes maybe a 12-month lifespan, and then you're going to be chasing some other flavor of the month product, whatever's next. They're selling the beachfront, the car, the vacation, and so you're going to have to learn a skill. This creator economy, which is just starting to take off and is for the next 15 to 20 years is going to be where it's at. You can be on the forefront of that, learning a skill on how to learn to leverage these large language models to, number one, get decent at copywriting, get good at product development, get good at human interactions and psychology, and learning how to do a business, and let the large language models do the heavy lifting for you and go start solving problems for people. This is a skill set that can take you far beyond a 3 to 6 month time frame. And so in 6 weeks, if I can give you a skill so that you will never go hungry again, because no matter what happens with the world or the economy, there's always going to be problems that need to be solved, and you as the entrepreneur can be the facilitator and the guide of getting people the solutions that they need, exchanging value, and now you're creating generational wealth for yourself, and you're doing something that you love, and you have agency over your own life. That's what AI Ninja stands for. That's what we're here for. So how do we break down this journey? How do we do it? Well, let's talk about that. If you're looking at the page right here, is the Kickstart course, which is kind of the foundational course, an introductory course to get you from ideas out of your head to an online presence in 6 weeks or less. You can do this self-paced by yourself with just this course. Now, first and foremost, everything that I do in AI Ninja focuses around what I call a 3-phase plan. And let me share with you that 3-phase plan. Essentially what you're looking at here is you got an alignment and clarity phase, a market ready mastery phase, and a launch and grow phase. Now, regardless of you using AI or ChatGPT or anything, you have to do some fundamentals as an entrepreneur to make money online. You have to understand your target audience. You have to come up with products and services that solve the pain points for your target audience. You have to create the products and service. You have to create an online presence, the ability to tell the world that you exist and accept payments, and you got to deliver the product. You have to do those things. So the three-phase plan takes that into account. It's a sound, fundamental entrepreneurial process that you have to do, but there's an introduction of large language models and AI and ChatGPT. That accelerates the process and makes it easier for you, and that is the democratization, or allowing the fences or the barriers of entrepreneurship to be lowered so that everyday people like you and I can start making money online and becoming entrepreneurs. So the alignment and clarity phase is just that. It's learning how to brainstorm an idea in a niche, and coming up with what does this brand specifically stand for. And the goal at the end of this is to get alignment and clarity around your brand. It's an idea that came out of my head, and is this a viable business? Now, the unique thing about this, what I've introduced, is the introduction of how to use large language models like ChatGPT. That's what the large language model primer is. So two things that happen in alignment and clarity: you learn how to use the large language models, and number two, you brainstorm ideas and products around a certain niche, and then you do a brand summary in that to see what the brand stands for. At the end of the alignment and clarity phase, you're going to get excited, and you're going to pull the trigger and go to the next step, which is the market ready mastery phase. The market ready mastery phase is where you actually create the products themselves. Now, that may sound intimidating, and this is where a lot of people get hung up if they have no experience, but don't let it stop you, because I show you how these large language models, AI and ChatGPT specifically, can help you, number one, write a detailed, comprehensive outline for your digital product. It can also write the content, at least get you 90% there. Very strong, robust content creation, content with the prompts and the processes that we use. So now you've created a product in record time. Image generation exists to make your product unique, a one of a kind, images and a look that nobody else has. And so that's what you learn in Market Ready Mastery from a product development standpoint. But you also learn how to set up an online presence, because you're going to have to do that. Now, that's the other part that intimidates people, and which is why the market ready mastery phase can be the most intimidating and the most, I don't want to say, learning curve steepness happens in here if you've never done it before, because there's a lot of little nitnoid things that can trip people up. But don't worry, I show you how to do this in the Kickstart course. And of course, if you get into the community, we've got all kinds of experience to show you how to do it. It's all doable, guys. It's not rocket science, but if you've never done it before, there is a learning curve. But we set up an online presence, building a funnel, probably in System.io if you've never done it before, but there's other paid versions of marketing platforms like ClickFunnels, Kajabi, or building a WordPress site, whatever the case may be. You've got to have an online presence. And then at the end of this, you have an online presence with a unique domain, and you've got at least one digital product ready to sell the world. Now you got to tell the world all about it. That's what the launch and grow phase is. Again, leveraging AI and ChatGPT to show you how to build up marketing plans, marketing content, specifically for whatever platform you're on. The large language models are very good at that. And then you just start creating content, and away you go, and you start building up your audience, hopefully building up an email list, because we built an online funnel, and then we're catering to that list, and we're selling, and eventually we're creating more products, and next thing you know, we're building a community, and next thing you know, we've got 200 people paying us $47 a month, or maybe 1,000 people paying us $47 a month, and your whole world is different. So that's what the launch or the three-phase plan is all about. We follow that three-phase plan. Now, if you want to get in with the Kickstart course, if you look at Module 1 and Module 2, where Module 1 is all about large language model primer, how do you use these large language models? Module 2 is coming up with the ideas of your niche and the products, and that coincides with the phase 1, alignment and clarity. So Modules 1 and 2 in the Kickstart course aligns with the alignment phase in the three-phase plan. Module 3, let me move my face here, is creating your digital product, and Module 4 down here on the left is setting up your online presence. That coincides with this market-ready mastery phase, right? Okay, so developing a product and set up an online presence. And then, of course, Module 5 is launch and scale, and what we see right here is the launch and scale phase right there. Okay, so another thing before we move on to the Kickstart course and what's inside of it, if you sign up for my newsletter, In this alignment and clarity phase, I give you all the old-fashioned prompts and the way to do it through this AI-powered launchpad. If you sign up for the newsletter, you get this for free. It's this PDF right here. And so if you want to try this on your own and try this for free, you can certainly do that. The links are down there in the notes if you want to sign up for the newsletter. You will get access to this document right here, which, by the way, will take you through brainstorming a niche, brainstorming products, refining the products, defining a brand summary strategy. And that is actually everything in Module 2 and really the alignment and clarity phase that I'm talking about there. You can try this on your own, and I highly encourage you to do it for free. I give you all the prompts, right? Here's the prompts for brainstorming a niche. It might be kind of hard to read, but I give you the prompts. I give you all the tools, and you can just run this in sequence, if you will, and you can come up and you'll start to see. The reason why I do this and I give this to you for free, because I want you to see the power and the finesse of these large language models in ChatGPT and get you a little bit insight to how the AI Ninja brain works, or how I prompt everything. I stand by these prompts. It always blows people away. I've taken hundreds of people through this process, and they're always amazed by the output. You can see some of the testimonials are like, I've had a business idea in my head for 5 years, and after doing this and working with you for a week, now it's there. Now, so you can do that for free. If you buy the Kickstart course, you'll get a little more detailed instruction on how to use that, because there's some nuances if you've never done it before that can trip some people up. But in here, in Module 1, the 4 lessons, I show you how to use ChatGPT. I also explore other large language models here in Lesson 2. In Lesson 3, I give you the basics of the prompt design. And then Lesson 4, I give you best practices in the large language model. Guys, if you go through this, it'll probably take you an hour, hour and a half to go through these 4 videos. You will have, and you apply this, you'll have knowledge on how to use large language models better than most. And then if you get on a one-on-one call with me and you may have some questions, I can get you off to the races in just a 30-minute conversation with these videos, and you will be using large language models better than most people. Trust me, it happens. I got the proof. I got the people that have had no experience, and they're prompting and using these large language models better than what people. In fact, one woman in my course named Jessica, I've been working with her to launch her brand, and we're getting close to launching her online presence here. But she said, "Oh, I'm no experience in ChatGPT," and she's like, "Hey, I'm so excited about this. I'm going to take this prompt engineering certification course." And she paid money for the certification course, and she said, "I already knew everything in it and then some." So she's learned more from interacting with us and the people in the mastermind than the course itself. So Module 2 is all about your idea and niche selection. And again, this is where we find a niche that works specifically for you. Now, guys, this is where I've always been frustrated with when I look at people online telling you how to find a niche. They go, just find a niche that's profitable. No, we go through a process here that helps you define a niche that is specific for you. It takes into account your interests, your passions, what you're known for, and then also what the market can bear. It takes all 3 of those things, mushes them together, and finds a niche that's unique for you. It's an iterative back and forth process. And again, the prompt is right here that gets it started. I give you all the prompts, all the tools that you need. Of course, the video shows you step by step, over the shoulder, and there's me actually talking about the phases here, but I'm showing you why the prompt works, how it works. And again, the prompt is not going to give you a perfect answer in the output. The prompt is a jump start to get you started, and it starts this iterative process that you go back and forth and gives you an amazing output. But I give you this detailed prompt because it gives you a head start to give you the proper context to the large language model so you can get some amazing output. So then we find out the niche. And then once we have the niche, we go into product brainstorming. Same thing, because when you found your niche had some specific pain points that went with it, right? And so now we take that niche and we feed this prompt that I give you down here, and you start brainstorming digital products that satisfy the pain points to the niche that you just found out in the previous module. And then, of course, once we have the products defined, you're going to maybe you do it 100 times. Maybe you got 100 products that you can pick from. Maybe you find 5 to 7 that you really like. They're going to make up the basis of your brand. And then we take those 5 to 7 and we run this refining your product module or lesson. And that lesson is all about taking those products you like, the 5 to 10 that you really liked from the previous lesson, and then running this prompt for each one of those products individually. And what this prompt does is it gives you this kind of variation of what's possible with your products. So it opens up more blockages and channels and ideas when you run through it, because maybe when you saw this digital product, you're like, oh, it's going to be this, but then you run this refinement and ChatGPT will show you, oh, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this price point. And it's just another tool, brainstorming tool, to kind of open up the channels of creativity to show you what is possible. And then the last module is the most powerful one, where you create your brand summary. And again, this is where at the end of this, when you run through this, you're going to have the ultimate alignment and clarity around this brand, because basically what you're going through are the 12 prompts in the brand summary strategy, where you get mission, vision, values, you get product or customer avatars, customer avatar demographics, psychographics, you're going to get your unique selling proposition, you're going to get all of that. And again, the resources are all here in the course for you to download and run through. And of course, I walk you through this entire process, showing you exactly how I did it. Nothing is held back, guys. It is all there for you to learn and to actually do. 2 modules, like I said, get you out of that alignment and clarity phase. And so now you're going, oh my God, this could be a brand. And that's what I want. I want you to get excited. I want you to be delusional at this point, because now you get in and you start doing the work. And this is, of course, the part where a lot of people get tripped up. A lot of people get intimidated, but the course is here to help you all along the way, particularly in creating your digital product. We're going to use a custom GPT prompt that's going to give you a nice detailed outline. We're going to then take that outline, and then we're going to actually write the content for each part of the outline, flesh it out until you got a nice, fully formed, functional, robust product. And then we're going to go into Canva, and we're going to actually take that robust output, that finalized output, and start using Canva and building it. Now, you don't have to go into Canva at this point. Let me minimize, but what I'm doing here is I can show you how I'm going into Canva in this case, and I'm showing you how I'm building this all out. And how do I minimize my video here? But I show you how to do it, how to set everything up in Canva. And again, if you've never used Canva, don't let that be intimidated. I'm not the most creative guy, but I've got plenty of people who've never used it before. Now they're just product geniuses. I'm showing you how to use Midjourney, how to create create unique images so you can finalize the product. And so by the time that you get done with module 3, you will have a fully functioning or ready to sell digital product, that you created, that's unique to you and everything else. Module 4 is where it gets a little more technical. Again, we're trying to set up an online presence. So here it's all about domain name and system.io setup. Again, I use system.io because it's free. If you're new to digital marketing, digital entrepreneurship, you don't need to go be spending hundreds of dollars a month on ClickFunnels or Kajabi or anything like that. Use something like system.io to learn the basics. And so what we'll do in there is, again, go through like, what is a funnel? What are the basics of a funnel? How does the funnel work? How do you purchase the domain name? How do you connect the domain name to your product and to your brand? And then, of course, once we get your domain name set up, we're going to set up your funnel and system. We're going to customize your funnel, and then we're going to finalize your funnel. So by the time that you get done out of module 4, you are ready to go online. And of course, that's where module 5 comes in, where we're launching and scaling. In the video, the Kickstart course, it's all about how do you set up on TikTok, because it's probably one of the hottest social media platforms, the easiest to get started on with low cost. But you don't have to be limited to TikTok. We could set up a stand store, create marketing content, and then create email campaigns. That gets you up and launched and ready to go with the basics of marketing in 6 weeks or less. You're ready to rock and roll on your first digital product. You are now officially an online entrepreneur. And that is the Kickstart course. You can get in there and you can check out AIninja.pro. You can check out all the resources. You can learn how to use the Kickstart course to get going. if you look at the product, in fact, I'll take you right there now. If you go to aininja.pro, and you can see all the products that were here, the Kickstart course to talk about that. If you want to up the Kickstart course with these custom GPTs, there's 14 custom GPTs that I'll show you here. You can upgrade and get these custom GPTs. Now, what are custom GPTs? They're like little mini apps, if you will. Basically, instead of cutting and pasting prompts, we can give you all these custom GPTs that are specific. Instead of the detailed prompts, you got a little more robustness. You get your niche navigator, your product brainstorming, your brand strategy. These three kind of just custom GPTs that you can run that can help you in that alignment and clarity phase. You got an ebook builder, you got an e-course creator. Those are, again, product development GPTs. From a marketing standpoint, you've got a newsletter creator, an email campaign creator to help you once you're launching and growing. You've got a landing page or web copy generator and a video sales letter generator. Again, that can help you in the launch and market ready mastery phase. And then we got some other custom GPTs with social media hooks, blog posts, thumbnails, content calendar creator. All that kind of stuff is there at your disposal, so you can upgrade. And then if you AI Ninja Ultimate Package, what that can do is it can give you into a mastermind community like you see here, which again, you have all the Kickstart courses, what you're looking at on a different, it's the same course, but just in a different platform. You also got the custom GPTs in here. And of course, you've got the Roadmap 3.0 course for a reference for marketing or educational material. But my point of all of this is, as I'm showing you all of this, this is the platform, or this is the process on how you would go from idea to launching with minimal experience. And you got three kind of ways to interact with the AI Ninja: the Kickstart course plus the custom GPTs, or you get the AI Ninja Ultimate Package. Now, the Ultimate Package for $500 is what it is right now. That's definitely going to go up at the beginning of the new year to about $1,500. So it's going to go up quite a bit. But for now, it's $500. It gives you the opportunity to work with me one-on-one, so I can hold your hand for those first 6 weeks if you want. So I'd meet with you once a week. You'd take the Kickstart course. I'd meet with you, say where you at, show you my techniques. We'd stay on task for that first week. We'd be focusing just one chunk at a time. So even if you got a full-time job, there's plenty of time to do this. And then we would look at it, and if you needed any help, I would give you the tips and techniques. So for 6 weeks, I would get you to that online presence phase. And if it doesn't happen in 6 weeks, I'll stay with you until it's completely launched. Okay, guys, that is the inside baseball, the inside scoop of how we do this in AI Ninja. Yes, this is a plug for my AI Ninja Kickstart course, but I want you to take advantage of it. It's relatively low cost. It's an opportunity to, again, learn how to leverage AI and ChatGPT in this new creator economy. If you want me to hold your hand a little bit further, pay a little extra, get in that Ultimate Package. You'll get inside the mastermind community. We'll meet twice a month from a mastermind perspective, but for 6 weeks of that, while you're in the mastermind, I will hold your hand to get you to make sure your ideas out of your head and to get you an online presence. Guaranteed. That's my promise to you, that you will have an online presence. As long as you do the work, I'll be there to support you along the way. This is an amazing time to be alive. It's the best time in the history of the planet to learn how to become an entrepreneur. And so with the power of AI and the structured approach, you're well equipped to bring your ideas to life and faster than ever before. And that's why we're here. So if you have any questions, let me know. Sign up for the newsletter. Get that free AI-powered launchpad. Go check out aininja.pro where you can interact, get the Kickstart course or the AI Ninja Ultimate Package. I hope to see you on the inside.